Welcome to Koi World. We haven't done an update on the Costia issue just yet, for the simple reason the last video that you saw, we were using somebody else's scope and we couldn't pick it up on our scope, so unfortunately for us we're now having to look into getting another scope. The other downside that we're having is the weather is completely against us. Last night at -2 degrees Celsius. For those of you who are in America, that's going to be in Fahrenheit. I don't know what it is, do the conversions yourself, but no, in fact, let me do the conversions. That's Fahrenheit. So, I'm getting stared at. I'm getting stared at, wondering what I'm pointing at. I was pointing at the Fahrenheit. There you go. There's it. There it is. There it is again. Bing. No, it's there. Celsius, -2. Fahrenheit is over there. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. We have not been able to check a great deal or get any footage of the fish just yet. Simple reason is it's freezing bloody cold, and because the fish has got the issue, as you've seen on the last video, and if you haven't seen that video already, go through the previous videos and take a look at the last video, which should be at the end of this video. In regards to Costia that we found, but we haven't been able to treat it due to the temperature. I was going to show you a picture of the update of the fish, but the big problem that we're having there, well, we're not actually having a problem there, are we?
No, she's just huddled up.
Yeah, so we're not going to show you a video or a picture of the update today, for the simple reason is, not only is it Christmas Day, so we're going to be spending more time with the kids, and it's been a little bit busy this week, not only with work, but getting ready for Christmas, and getting the house together ready for Santa. A Santa bin, Dee?
Yeah!
Hey, hey, woohoo!
Woo! Yeah!
So, yeah, we don't really want to disturb the fish. They're all huddled together. As I said, the temperatures at the moment are far too low, and the good things about it is we've been searching into this Costia, and apparently when the cold temperatures are in the minuses, or like really cold, apparently Costia can go dormant, but I'm no expert on Costia, apart from I do know that it's a very, very dangerous parasite to the fish. But if you have got your own opinion and you know a lot more about Costia than me, which I will do another video at some point explaining what Costia is and all about Costia, but first I've got to educate myself on it, which means doing a lot of research and googling the hell out of it. But if you know what Costia is, and you've got a bit more detail on Costia, feel free to comment below and let me know what your opinion is on Costia. For those of you who don't know what Costia is, well, Costia is that right there. So as you can see, Costia is basically, you see those little tiny thingies that's just going around on the picture there. Almost looks like tiny ant bodies with no legs, I guess. That's what it looks like anyway. So Costia, really hard to see on a microscope. It has been advised that you need at least 400 times on your microscope. The last video we did, I think he was only searching, well, mentioning no names, but we did only search on minus, we did only search on a times 10, not plus 10, not minus 10, but times 10 on the zoom in. And I don't mean zoom in as in this zoom in, and I don't mean zoom in as in this zoom in. Yeah, whoa, too far, take it back. So what we are looking to do now is, as planned, we are on target so far for the 2-week salt treatment at 0.7%, which we're using PDV salt. We've put that in the pond over the process of about 2 to 3 days. Took us at least 3 days.
3 days.
No, it took us 2 to 3 days.
Oh, yeah, to get it up to level, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, we took it up to like 0.5, 0.5, then 0.6, then 0.7.
Gradually.
And yeah, just making sure we're doing it a little bit gradually. Now, the problem is we've done some extensive research, and sometimes Costia can be not necessarily killed. What's the word I'm looking for? Costia can be like immune to some salt treatments or salt bathing. But on the bright side, oh, I just farted.
Dave.
See that there? There's like an explosion.
That on the camera.
Yeah, it's okay, don't worry. I might get another subscriber, somebody that might like sniffing fart particles. Smell cam. What?
To be fair, the salting has seemed to have worked.
Yeah, so the salt has actually worked something. We don't know whether it's killing the Costia, or the Costia is just sitting in dormant at the moment. But the main thing is the bacterial infection that you saw on the previous video about, well, it was on the side of the fish, that has improved. Originally, it was really red on the side of the body. Have you just farted?
Mom.
Yeah.
Mom, doing anything?
Anyhow.
So, if you want to subscribe to the channel, if this channel gets more subscribers now, because Chelsea just farted in the background, then spell cam. Thank you for losing me another 2 subscribers. Anyway, by the way, before I go any further, thank you very much to everybody that's subscribed to the channel so far. We have reached the 100 subscriber mark. We got the email from that with the certificate. Nothing exciting so far for us to celebrate a great deal. But on the other hand, thank you to everybody that's subscribed to the channel so far. We really do appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel so far, then go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now, or I'm going to delete your YouTube account.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
actually not going to delete your YouTube account, but you can subscribe.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. And if you think I can improve it somehow, like, I don't know, if you're quite impressed with the way that I figured out all this zooming in and zooming out malarkey now, then yeah, comment below what you think. If you want me to touch base on anything else as well, give me a comment down below and I will try to touch base on it. Most of all, for now, we just wanted to pop on and say Merry Christmas to all our fans and followers. We are going to be doing a lot less noise on the next video. I can see you, Didi. We're going to try and do a lot less noise on the next video. And we're going to try and do a lot less noise on this video. Aren't we, Didi?
Keep your body.
Yeah.
But when we first...
Oh, man flu. Nina, 999. It's an emergency. What's your emergency?
Okay,
man
take
flu,
3.
it doesn't exist yet. It does.
Right.
What?
When we first started the salt treatment, she had this, like, cotton wool effect.
So far, what we did do is put the salt in there, as we've just discussed, at 0.7%. And before we did that, the body of the fish was really, really red, and the scales on the fish were also coming off, and it was just in such a bad way. Many people, well, I wouldn't say many people, but a couple of people did say that she's got a big fat chance of survival and put it out of its misery before it dies through natural causes and gives you an ammonia spike and kills the rest of your fish. And I was like, screw that. I wanted to show you a different way on dealing with sick fish, and it's a little thing called having a little bit of faith. Having a little bit of faith, and also
perseverance.
Just try to do something. Don't just kill your fish because you think it's going to die. Just try to do something. So we have tried to do something. I will try to do another update at some point. More than likely now it's going to be after the new year, because the temperature of the water is so cold at the moment. The fish are hugging in the corner together trying to get warm, and they look like a load of polar bears or penguins or in the middle of the desert. And they're like this in the corner, and they're shaking the little fins, and they're doing all them crazy things.
Yeah,
but what? Quick, 2%.
It's the first winter I've ever seen them do it.
Yeah, it is the first winter we've ever seen them do it, but we've only had them for the second winter this time. Last year, actually, last winter, it snowed.
It snowed in January.
And we didn't have any parasites neither last year. The only time we've had parasites this year is since we've had, we had some fish. We rescued some fish. Top tip, don't put rescued fish in your own pond. I know we couldn't do anything about it. We had no choice because the fish were literally so high intoxicated of ammonia from somebody else's pond that just set up. We were like, okay, we need to get the fish out of there straight away, put them in our tank. Didn't have a chance to do any scrape tests or anything like that at first, but obviously since then we have discovered. Now we're going to do a little bit more investigation on where the fish come from, because we do believe that they might be contaminated with the Costia issue, because that's the only time we've had the issue with Costia this year. I know we did have an issue with fluke at the beginning of the year, which we did treat, and if you haven't seen that video by now, go ahead, look at the previous videos that we've done on the fluke treatment. We resolved that issue and we haven't had an issue with that since. So hopefully we will tune in to YouTube again sometime soon and do a bit of an upgrade on the video and show you a little bit more detail on that fish, so you can see where it's gone, because it went from really bad red, and then it started to go not so red, and then it started to turn into like cotton woolly effect, like a homemade bandage of some kind, and then we started thinking it's got cotton wool disease, and then it started to disappear. Now it looks like it's really good. So I think we're gonna leave it there right now, because the battery's just about to die. The kids are making so much noise because it's Christmas Day. I can't say nothing at all apart from let them play. So I hope you've all had a really good Christmas and have a fantastic New Year, and hopefully we'll have a better 2021. Hopefully we'll have a better year than this year has been, and I hope we all keep, and I hope everybody stays happy, and most of all, thanks for watching this video, guys. Happy koi! Happy koi! Happy koi, guys!
Happy koi!
On 1, 2, 3, happy koi, yeah?
Happy
No,
koi!
on 3.
On 3.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy koi!
Thanks for watching, guys. Happy koi and Merry Christmas. Have a good New Year. See you in the next one.